On behalf of my wife and I, it gives me the greatest pleasure to welcome you all here today to our wedding. Our world is here in front of us and our hearts are full. So truly, I've just married the love of my life. I've got family at both sides, and I've got all you in front of us for a day-long party, the people that make our life so good. So this is very special, and we're doing our very best to try and take it all in. At first, I thought this speech would be quite straightforward to write. So then I started to think about what I wanted to try and do in this next few minutes. So I wanted to first pay appropriate thanks to everybody who's helped make today happen. But not only that, everyone that's helped get Heather and I to where we are and who we are today. Second task was to try and find a set of words to explain what Heather, my wife, means to me. So, safe to say, this all merits far more than a few minutes, but food's cooking, so we'll give it a go.
Doesn't Heather look stunning? And isn't she fortunate to have inherited her father's good looks? Doug, I hardly recognise you. This is the first time I've seen you wearing other than like a t-shirt and shorts. Welcome to the Rankin family. And best of luck there, mate.
What do you call a man with a spade in his head? Doug. What do you call a man without a spade in his head? Douglas. What do you call a man without a spade in his head who's punching well above his weight? Douglas Gibson. Thanks very much, folks. Enjoy the rest of your night. There are friends who I speak to more often, and there are friends who I see more often. There's no one that I'm more comfortable with or who I trust more than you. You're the first person I come to when something's bothering me, and that's the way it's been since we were 13.
That's where my words run out, because I had like talk about Heather for a bit and then tried to like type some stuff up, but it was all inauthentic. So I was thinking to like what Heather's meant to me and means to me, and I was thinking back to when we got together. Shout out Sinead again. But we met, as you've heard, like 2 months before COVID happened. So we had this really strange thing of our love blossoming at the same time as the world was kind of like going into ruin. So in part of the kind of Mr. and Mrs. quiz that you had in your hand, like one of the questions was, when did you know you were going to or wanted to marry Heather? And it was my birthday in 2020, and it just locked down, couldn't do much, but we had a night in my flat, and Heather put on so much food, games, drink, just fun for me. And I remember thinking halfway through that, I was like, the world is falling to bits here, and I am having the best time ever. I was like, what gives? So I told her that I was falling in love with her. I told her something like, blah, blah, blah. It's at the point now that I do not imagine or know life without Heather by my side. I love her to the moon and back, and I'm so glad that I can now call her, by the way, my wife.